Hey, hi everyone, this is Shantha here. Thank you for all the love and support shown towards our earlier podcast on our book Shall We Dance. Now, we're going to launch a new podcast series called 3M with Shantha, which is going to focus on the mobile app Shall We Dance. Looking forward for the same kind of support and love from you all. Thank you so much. Looking forward to meet all of you in the podcast series. Hey, hi everyone. This is Shantha here, and welcome to 3M with Shantha. In this podcast series, let us talk to Ram and understand about each chapter which he's added in the app and deep dive into each of those. Please welcome Ram.
Hey Shantha,
Hey,
good to see you.
good to see you, Ram. How are you?
Good.
Hey, Ram, I know I wanted to understand, and all our audience know about the app which you've launched, but we are more curious to understand what is in each chapter of the app. So probably we'll make some short videos to understand and go through each of the chapters.
Sure. So we're talking about the videos which we've got in the chapter for the app.
For the app, so probably we can start with your introduction to Bharatanatyam.
Okay.
That's
So I know you've got some points which you have made, so
Yes.
we're going to grill on that.
Yeah.
So in the introduction to Bharatanatyam, what we have done, Shantha,
Mm.
we have basically tried to introduce the dance as a topic from a culture that is there from an Indian subcontinent, and we talked about the history of Bharatanatyam, an introduction to the Bharatanatyam through these videos.
Oh,
How many
excellent.
videos do you think was there in the chapter?
I think it was about 10 subtopics
Yes.
in each of those, and as such, the whole of app has about 680 videos.
84, yeah.
Yeah, and then you're planning to add more, is what
As we go along.
we go,
Yes.
right? Understood. And yeah, that's a huge number of videos, and maybe we can categorize and then go over each of those.
Sure.
So, do you have anything more to share about the history of Bharatanatyam in India, how it originated, and
So we have included also the temple traditions which are there. We have included some small pieces of dance from some of the best of the dancers that we have interacted with. And those are the way from a logical flow. So this is literally in line with what we had in the book. But we thought the visual medium will be a lot more powerful for people
Absolutely.
to understand.
Yeah, that's right. And then, what are the different traditions? I know Bharatanatyam covers a lot of temple traditions, right? So, have you covered that as well
Yes.
in the videos?
Yes.
Okay.
So primarily one of the principal proponents of Bharatanatyam was Rajaraja Chola. So goes back to Tanjavur. So we have actually captured glimpses of what are the stone cut, so what we call as kalvat, the carvings on the stone around the temple monument, where it basically talks about the origin of the Bharatanatyam dance, who are the dancers in that particular temple. To that extent of details we have covered.
Oh, that's excellent. And have you also covered about the colonial impact on Bharatanatyam?
Good point.
How did some of the dancers revive it?
Yeah.
And got it
So if you remember in the chapter 1 that we wrote, Krishna here was one of those primary ones, and
Yeah.
Devi Arundal who went on to set up Kalakshetra. So we've spoken about the temple traditions where the Bharatanatyam dancers would actually be a part of the temple. So each temple will nurture families of Bharatanatyam dancers, and those are the ones who actually thought that they were a part of the temple tradition and culture. That went on till about 1890. So we've spoken and tried to show some clippings which are there, and the photographs which are shot available from the archives, which was being made available from the Google Photos and some of those. So we have covered those also, and that's narrative. So we basically done a voiceover to cover those.
Oh,
So
okay.
people viewing it will understand how it started, how the temple traditions gave, nurtured, supported the families, and took the culture forward, and then the impact of the colonial. And we've also talked about the revival because around 1930s when
30s.
Kalakshetra was set up, we have cut. So those are the parts which we have covered in the 10 subtopics for it.
Excellent. And what was the global impact of Bharatanatyam?
So brilliant, right? When we come back to the new times, there is a diaspora which has taken Bharatanatyam to a scale that is unbelievable. Can you imagine that there are some Bharatanatyam schools which are available in places far flung like Fiji, New Zealand, going up to Canada. So that's the entire stretch. So APAC, Middle East, India being the mother of all the culture for dance. So we have included almost what we think from an origin of Bharatanatyam that it covers to be a part of the whole things. And we will include you wanted a couple of those videos to be included in this podcast as well, right?
Yes.
So yes, so based on I know I've been trying to read you from the way you've been asking for things. So
Thanks for that, Ram. So, do you also cover the importance of Natya Shastra through videos in the app?
Yes. So Natya Shastra is pretty much the part for the dance drama, which is basically, and then there is an Abhinava Darpanam, which basically talks a lot into the Bharatanatyam components. So we've included snippets and clippings which goes into that. So those 10 videos, which I think you should present to the viewers.
Definitely, yeah. So we'll talk about all of those probably in detail in upcoming videos. I think that's a very good way of introducing your app and how we are covering the importance of Bharatanatyam. So let's talk more about it in our upcoming videos.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks for the
Thank you so much.
time, Ram.
6. Bharatanatyam's impact on art and sculptures. Bharatanatyam is not just a dance, it is a visual art frozen in time on temple walls and sculptures across India. The Kailasanada temple in Kanchipuram holds intricate carvings of gods in Bharatanatyam poses. The sculptures of Lord Shiva in dance postures serve as a testament to how deeply embedded this art form is in Indian spirituality. The Badami cave temples, dating back to the 7th century, features a towering 5-foot depiction of Lord Shiva as Nataraja, performing the Tandavam. Here, Shiva's movements are captured mid-motion, demonstrating hand gestures or hasta mudras still used in Bharatanatyam today. These artistic expressions prove one thing: Bharatanatyam is more than movement, it is divinity in form, etched into stone, preserved for eternity. But among all these temples, one stands as the holiest shrine for Bharatanatyam, the Chidambaram temple.